Welcome everyone to the Soul Station here with the Spiritual Bee. We're going to jump right on into our subject matter, and the subject matter for this session 2, lesson 1 is hate. So as we go into the subject, I just want you to know these are introductory. That's what I'm going to label it as, introductory scriptures, okay? Because we're going to use the Bible as our main manual, okay? It's an incredible book, and it's one worthy of study. So we're going to start these introductory scriptures, okay, that are going to prepare you for next lessons, okay, for the next session lessons, okay. So we're going to go ahead and start with Proverbs 26, verses 24 through 26. You can have a Bible, you may not, but you may want to jot them down and study this stuff on your own time. We are on the subject of hate. Now, we started with love, the beginning of the sessions, okay? And now we're kind of shifting to hate, okay? And we're not really done with love. That's just me introducing the subject matter. Okay, so Proverbs 26, 24 through 26 says, "He that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart, whose hatred is covered by deceit. His wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation." Okay, so this is dealing with a type of attitude, right? A kind of thinking when it comes to hate. This is what hate does. The Bible said it dissembles, it breaks things up, right? Right, that's what and people we know use hate for that very reason. So we're going to shift on over to the Gill order, which is God is love, right? We talked about that in the first session, and we're going to Amos, the book of Amos 5, and that's in the Old Testament. Amos 5, verses 14 and 15, okay? "Seek good and not evil, that ye may live. And so the Lord, the God of hosts, shall be with you as you have spoken. Hate the evil and love the good." And it goes on to talk about something else, but I think it's just good enough to start there. Hate the evil and love the good. Now we're going to switch back to Proverbs 6, okay? And that's still in the Old Testament, Proverbs 6. And maybe we'll have a study session where I can give you a way that we learn the books of the Bible. It'll help you so you can comb through the book more swiftly, if that's your interest, okay? So Proverbs 6, 16 through 19, again, you may want to write these down and study these later. "These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among the brethren." Again, dissembling in the end, right? 6 things they said he hates. The sages said he hates, but 7. You got all 7 of them. You just an abomination according to the Bible. Let's go to Leviticus 19. We're still talking about the Gill order, okay? God is love. Leviticus 19. Okay, and we're going to do verses 17 and 18. The Gill order. "Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. Thou shalt not avenge, nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord." Okay. So we're dealing with close relationships, things that we consider bonds, right? Things that we really can't help who our brother and sister is, right? But you get them in an order. according to the Bible, to love your brother in your heart. And then it says, and don't rebuke your neighbor. Don't try to correct your neighbor. They're doing hateful things. That's not your job. And I think many of us have had that experience where we didn't have the best neighbor, and you may respond in a way to correct it. But again, that's not your position as a Bible believer, okay? I'm saying as a Bible believer. Because God is the avenger, right? All right. Let's go to Proverbs 8 and 13. And we're going to close out on guild order for now. Because it's a lot of scriptures, believe it or not, about hate. But see, we're just trying to discover this thing called hate. Why do people say we shouldn't hate? Why shouldn't we hate? Do you even know what it means? Okay. 8 and 13 says, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, and arrogancy, and the evil way, and the forward mouth do I hate. We're talking about God, the Most High, the one up in heaven, that one everybody looking to. But we're being told we should not hate, that hate is wrong, then why does it exist? Right? Because I believe in polarities. There can be no love if there is no hate, because the two help you understand the other, right? And then it said, what got me, because we know the meaning of pride, arrogancy. Arrogancy is somebody who thinks I know it all. They got all the answers. They know everything. No room for discovery. And the evil way. Well, we just talked about the 7 abominations, okay? But then it says the forward mouth do I hate. I think a lot of us feel like somebody that's a contradiction or a hypocrite is a big problem for people. And there's somebody that says one thing and do another, a forward mouth. They're just a contradiction. Nothing never adds up. So how would heaven even know what to do with you? You know what I'm saying? So let's switch on over to the Lu order. And these are all coming this week from the New Testament. We're going to 1 John, and because we discovered 1 John in the other sessions, this way in the back. You know what I'm saying? You got St. John. Okay, but then you have the epistles of John. Now, with the epistles of John, I believe, Jesus was already gone. Okay, so he's a disciple, writing about other disciples, I believe. So we got 1 John 2, 9 through 11. We are speaking about hate. And we are speaking of the Lu order, the love of us. Remember that? L-O-U. He that said that he is in the light and hateth his brother is in darkness, even unto now. He that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there is none occasion of stumbling in him. But he that hateth his brother is in the darkness, and walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth, because that darkness hath blinded his eyes. What is that darkness? There go that hate right there. Is in that darkness, right? Now let's go to 1 John 3:15. Just flip right on to the next chapter. And we're going to first epistle of John 3:15. Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer, and ye know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him. You know what this reminded me of? Cain and Abel. And we're going to be dabbling with that too, okay? Because there's some mysteries behind that. But whosoever hated his brother is a murderer. I can identify with this description, because when you hate something, you think about how to get rid of it. It doesn't always have to be, there's different ways to murder a person. You can break their heart. People say their heart has been so broken, like it's unrepairable. They just feel like bang bang, that you just shot me dead. I don't even feel alive anymore. Because to me, that's what hate does. It steals your life, as it just so eloquently was put in the other scripture. And you don't have no life in you when you're full of this feeling. Okay? So let's go to chapter 4, the next one, and go to verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he has seen, how can he love God, whom he has not seen? And everything is going back to that core scripture of those 7 abominations, and also to Proverbs 26, 24 through 26. For this session, I am asking you to take a moment, take some study time, get your paper and pencil, get your Bible, get your highlighter, and begin to brainstorm this particular subject, this word hate. It's all about defining it for yourself so you can live a more elevated life. What is hate to you? Write that word down in the center of some paper and just brainstorm what you think. Words. Just come up with words. And then out of those words, we're going to try to define what it is, which will be coming up in our next session. So there will be no board activity this week, and I'm going to leave it here. And I want to thank you so much for tuning into the Soul Station here with the Spiritual B for a spiritual perspective. I hope to see you for the next one. Until then, let truth be your happiness and your healing. Next time. Overseers, welcome to the Soul Station here with the Spiritual B for your September forecast. I hope everyone is doing well. Hope you had a chance to check out the lesson, okay, session 2, lesson 1, deep subject, and I hope that you take these subjects seriously. So we're going to go ahead and get started into your goal status read. I want to just tell you how proud I am of you. When I first checked out the reviews, you were in the bronze status. Went back to do the math, to see where everybody stood in terms of their forecast, and you shot up 4 statuses. You went from the bottom, to the gold status. This month, your fate is in the hands of EWAs, okay? EWAs. Looks like an M at the top, doesn't it? That may be significant. EWAs. All right. It deals with transportation, may represent a horse, a car, a plane, a boat, or other vehicle, okay? Movement and change for the better. So congratulations on that, overseers, all right? EWAs is your ruin for the month of September. Dealing with a lot of transportations, okay? Even horses. So we may have Aquarians here, people that raise horses. Maybe you do the derby and whatnot. I don't know. But there you have it. Maybe you're getting a new car. Who knows? All right. So instead of doing the those of you who's been with me for some time, I like to do the planetary lineups. But instead of the planetary lineups for you, I'm going to do a house assignment. So we're going to find out how you are aligned in terms of the houses of the zodiac. What specific houses are you working out of, or that will affect the month of September for you? And externally, you'll be in your own house. Okay. Matter of fact, the ascendant. So some of you may be Virgo rising, okay, the purity, the feminine, and it says your Virgo ascendant personality is intelligent, precise, and logical. You are skilled at analyzing data and enjoy researching and processing information. You are meditative and enjoy learning about methods to improve your body, mind, and spirit. You are a truth seeker. Your outward demeanor is composed and dignified. When approached by others, you are an open listener and willing to share useful facts. You are observant, insightful, and complete projects with perfection. Your purpose is teaching in various ways. People are inspired by the ideas and insights you offer. So, pretty much that's where you're going to be at this month. Externally, like I said, a lot of you in your house energy doesn't mean that you carry these attributes, because we have different planets that are connected to our houses. But I feel like that's how you'll be operating this month. Okay, processing information, doing things that meditating, doing things that make you healthier, in other words. So, and that is your sign, health. Okay, and carrying yourself very dignified, you know what I'm saying, very well, and being like I said, being inspiring. Okay, externally though, you're dealing with the moon this month. Externally, you'll be in moon energy. Okay, a hard rock, and it's the intuitive. Okay, and the moon represents thoughts, feelings, and intuitions, which govern your daily actions and decisions. It has an enormous influence on your personality, affecting your moods and habits. The moon's energy is instinctual and compassionate, reflecting your innermost needs and natural reactions to situations. It helps you become more aware of your internal self and how you respond to environments surrounding you. The moon's insight encourages you to trust your instincts. By doing so, you can create a more balanced and joyous state of mind. This outlook attracts an abundance of whatever is right for you and makes you happy. That just reflects back on the internal energy, if you ask me. So, by you being meditative and by you focusing on yourself, bettering yourself, not worried about other people, but being your best self, focusing on your health, your mind, your crafts, your attitude. That's what it says. Your outward demeanor is composed and dignified. Meditating on that. Your approach to others, being an opening listener. All of that to me is instinctive as well, coming out of this moon energy. It seems like you're going to be very instinctive. You're going to know when to make moves. You're going to know what it is because you're listening to yourself. To me, instincts is, even though it's under the moon, but it is masculine energy. It seems to me that you would be carrying both masculine and feminine energies of instinct, and then the feminine of intuition, which is good. And I think that's why you're going to be able to, jump leaps and bounds this month. Maybe that's that instinct is coming through to help you get a vehicle of some type. It's a possibility. So we're going to put that there. Okay. So what's going on with since you have the moon, we're going to see what the moon energies is. So you're going to be really in touch with your feelings, right? And getting quite a few insights, some of you, or important insights, okay? Externally, you'll have yourself again. You cannot make this up. Did I say dealing with your health and exercise? And let's see, internally, the balance. You're going to be dealing with the Libra, okay? So the moon in Libra, avoid making serious decisions and instead focus on creating harmony within your relationship. So that's another focus here. I'm hearing the word tact. It's something about your tact that you may need to meditate on, and when we talk about the approach, that's what's coming up. It's something about your tact that needs to be meditated on and maybe disciplined. Something you may need to start focusing on with your interactions to others, okay? So let's go ahead and get your reference word for the month of September. This is for the month of September, okay? Reference word for the month of September is source. What is the reference word? September. Overseers, masculine and feminine. Okay. before we get into the 7-card draw for the month of September. What's going on with overseers, your source, masculine, feminine? There you go. Ooh, you got thank. And then you have gain as your sub-reference word, okay? So maybe you need to thank the game, whatever game you played, whatever game you was in out here. Maybe you was out here in these streets, I don't know. But they taught you some stuff, you know. And whatever it is, it prepared you for the journey that you're headed towards now. Okay, and I really believe that because I'm looking at Saturn as I speak. Okay, and Saturn deals with disciplining you in areas of perfection. Okay, whether it's your career, whether it's your spiritual life, you know, your attitude, whatever it is. Saturn is there to shape you. Okay, and you have a lot this month to be thankful for in terms of the past, because this feels like something that you were already involved in, or maybe this is something that you may be giving something up this month. Maybe say a career you've been in for 20 years. You just like, thank you, you know, I'm going on, I'm moving on, I done did that, I'm ready for something else. You know, you have a new leash on life, and that gave you the skills and training that you need to move forward, to thrive in the next phase of your life, right? The next phase of your life. So thank the game. Okay, and underneath there, we also have a receipt. Thank you for your purchase. Okay, thank you for your purchase. So I don't know what that has to do with the game. Maybe it's a game that you had to buy or that you will be buying that will maybe teach you a lot or show you a lot or connect you with people. I have no clue. But we're going to see what your forecast has to say in relations to these planetary lineups. And also maybe, just maybe, maybe the subject matter is involved in your forecast for the month of September. So let's see what's going on, baby. And if you have not already supported the station, you can do that now with a thumbs up or down. It doesn't matter. Just spread it around, okay? Also, share this video with people that you think would be interested in the message. Overall energy this month of September, you have the star quality. And that is based on reverse of the devil, okay? Expect the 8 of Pentacles. It's coming out of the 4 of Swords. You have an outcome of the Page of Swords. Oh, I don't like that outcome, but maybe so. Conflict, inner challenge, and supportive blessed energies we'll get to. We have news coming in all of a sudden. You don't expect this news, okay? And even if you did, you still don't see it coming. You don't see this coming. You don't see this text coming, this email coming, this letter, whatever it is. It could even be on television. This is out of nowhere news, out of nowhere information, okay? You could be sending this information, it could be coming to you, but it's in a hurry, okay? Hurry up and buy, okay? Hurry up and buy. Thank you for your purchase. Hurry up and buy, okay? For those of you who haven't seen that movie, don't be a menace in South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Hurry up and buy. And see, and maybe that's coming out of you making up your mind, you know, because we have your moon energies, or I'm sorry, your moon that's talking about purchases with transportation. So that may be part of it, you know, but I see that you're going to be relieving some of that tension or giving something up after you've made up your mind. I've also heard removed. When I first pulled this card out, I felt and heard removed from a situation, removed from a past commitment. Okay, thank you for the game. Okay, thank the game. You removed from a commitment that's no longer useful. Okay, or maybe you had to make an ultimatum. Maybe this was a situation where you choosing yourself. You know what I'm saying? So with the devil energy comes lots of different emotions, okay? It's not always about getting at somebody. Sometimes it's just very personal. It is. It is. It's very personal. It's coming out of the Four of Swords. Now, if this is not you, this could be maybe the person that you're removing yourself from. You know, maybe they were playing games. This could be someone that's militant mind. Okay, has a militant mind. I'm hearing a survivalist here, but I'm also seeing this meditation. Remember, you had that in your energy, in your moon alignment. This meditation, meditating on yourself, and this makes so much sense to me. This is taking time to retreat so that you can make a decision, because you're asking questions. You may have already been doing this. You may be doing it now. You may be entering this cycle, okay, of a choice. Okay? And this is not easy. You're in the Four of Swords. It's not easy. Let's find out why we have the Four of Swords here with the Devil, because definitely maybe a choice was made already on your behalf, and maybe you have to think about this choice, and then you have to say, maybe there is some acceptance, and you can, after you understand that, you can be like, well, thank you. I'm glad you did that. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot. Okay, so what is the reason for the Four of Swords and the Devil this month for our overseers? Okay. We have the Five of Cups with the Hermit. So there's definitely time away to assess yourself, what you need. For others of you, this is a separation. Okay, I don't know if this person is Aquarius, if it's Libra, if this person is Gemini, or is strongly aspected in their chart. Now, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but I'm hearing a Bible believer. I don't know why that's significant, but it is. It's coming out. This is a Bible believer, okay? And we got the Hermit here, so some of you may be taking time away to study, to religiously or spiritually educate yourself, to tap in. You see what I'm saying? You need time away to know what truth is, to research your heart, you know, to research your mind, to research, period. Maybe even your health concerns, because the Four of Swords to me can sometimes represent health issues, and that's what keeps coming out in some of you, this is mental. Your issues are mental. And don't get me wrong, I believe every living being has a mental issue. It's impossible not to in this world. Some are more severe than others. Some of us, we have them mild. Some of them are acute. But we all have them. You see what I'm saying? That's why one person can't talk about another. Just because you're a little bit more sane than the next doesn't mean that you don't have some insanity. Okay, so because we're talking about mental health here. And I'm thinking really some of you are taking some time to learn of this disorder, to learn about yourself, to question why you are the way you are, or different truths this month. Okay? Because a decision has been made or will be made. For one, you asked for it. Okay? For one, you asked for it. You prayed about it. You went to the Most High about it, to God about it, the universe. Okay? There's some things here as well that you have to finish this month. You got a lot of work, you know, to catch up on. Some of you are catching up because you've taken a break, you know. You've taken time off. You've taken a moment to assess yourself and where you need to go and what you want to commit yourself to. I don't know if this is a job, if this is a relationship. I don't know if this is a path, you know. With what's going on in your cards, this could be about a purchase. And I can understand that. This could be a major purchase. Or maybe it is conflicting because of finances. You know, you got to do one or the other when you're with the devil. You can't have them both right now. I'm not saying ever in life. I do believe sometimes we can't have our cake and eat it too. But it's at a particular time. Okay? So this message that's coming through, I feel like this sudden message that's coming through, I feel like for some of you it's going to give you a sense of peace, but you don't expect it. It's going to be settled. You know, it's going to put you at ease. So I see many of you, some of you, this is a job that you prayed for, but I think it was about whether or not it was right for you. Again, this could also be self-employment. You know, I don't care if it's, you know, sole proprietor, LLC, I don't care, but it's self-employment. It's doing for you, and 9 times out of 10, this is public. Okay, a public appearance. It's like you're on the stage. I see that you do things with like I said, this is quality work. You do things to perfection, because it's like, to me, this is my signature card. You know what I'm saying? And if you anything like me, baby, I don't play about my work. My work, I do it to perfection. My signature is on it. And no, I'm like a gorilla when it comes to my work. You should study the gorillas. They're very gentle, caring creatures, but mess with their work. Fuck with, try to take their credit and see what the hell happened. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight. We're going to have a problem. Okay? And I don't know if that's part of your issue this month or not, but getting the work done and doing it to perfection is going to be very important to you. Okay? Some of you learning. Some of you, this is a choice about work and school. Maybe some of you need to decide, if can you do them both? You may be committing to doing them both. We do have Libra here. Okay? Bringing the balance. Evening things out. Making a decision based on what you know. Based on certainties. Okay, what's before you on how to do things or what actions to take, you know, even if it's dealing with a schedule here. This month, when it comes to work, money, and romance, I see your outcome here. I don't know if some of you are gathering information. For some of you, I feel like this is outside of you. Like, I don't know if you were in business for yourself. Again, we was talking about sole proprietors and LLCs. And I feel like some of you are definitely spying on the competition. Some of you are, I feel like somebody's work is trying to get stolen here. I don't know if you are a college student, but somebody's work is getting, they watching. They're watching how you work. Now, maybe that just comes with your job. But for some of you, this person is trying to copy your work. They're trying to get your work. They may want, we was talking about credit. They may want credit for your work. And you work hard. With these two together, there is nothing taken for granted here. Everything is like, if this person got to read a book, they'll read it line to line. There's no elimination here. But you're being watched. Like I said, this could be coming. Maybe this is part of your job, collecting information. Some of you, you're going to be starting work while they're getting a background check. Going to be getting a background check. But for some of you, this is somebody online that you haven't seen in a while, that you're going to go and check them out. Some of you. And they've been, you know, kind of in a respite state. Some of you, I'm hearing this is a passing. And this passing has you very, very much focused. I don't know if this person came to you in a dream or they was revealed to you. Like they came to you maybe while you was meditating. And it's got you very much focused on your life's work and intention. Like you are very intentional. Okay? But your outcome, you're going to be looking for stuff. Looking for information. I don't know if it's to put with this studies. There are studies here. And then I'm hearing watching what the other person is doing. Again, I don't know if this is you or someone else. But you're watching them work. Somebody's being watched while they work. What's the conflict in this? 7 of Wands. A lot of work. A lot of tasks. A lot of things to do by yourself at once. And then for others of you, this could represent different energies coming at you. They're not the most comfortable energies. They're not the most not the most friendly. Not the most cordial. But whether it's work or people, it's just coming at you. Some of this can be personal. Because it's like you got a lot of things to tackle. Administratively, some of you. Clerically, you know what I'm saying? Labels and tags and things of that nature. But it's a conflict. And it's all based on this energy. It's based on the choice. Based on the choice. Based on the decision that was made or has to be made. 717 may be of significance to you. I don't know why that's pointing out to me, but it is. It may have been July 17th. I don't know. $7.17. I don't know. But 717 means something. I've never had that pointed out to me like that. I'm also hearing one. I don't know if that's O-N-E or W-O-N-E. One. I don't know where that's coming from, but it's coming out of this reading. This 7 of Wands could be a person. It could be, it's lined up. It could be this 4. Because to me, all of this will put you in the 4 swords. You know what I'm saying? All of this will put you in the 4 swords. So that could be the conflict. You see what I'm saying? They do a lot of work, or you do a lot of work, and they do it alone. It's a one-man show here. Okay? There is no help. But what's going to help or bless you, which more than likely this is you, is this 9 of Pentacles. And this is minding your own business. Now, this could represent becoming self-employed. Okay? This can also represent taking some time off. And like I said, some of you may be struggling with that decision. I don't know if it's financial. I don't know if it's got something to do with your work schedule. I don't know. But this caring for you, pampering yourself, taking care of your needs, well-being. And that's been all through and you know, this message is so right for you, because the Virgos I know, the overseers I know, they are hard workers. They hustlers. You know, they get out here and get theirs. They'll work 2 and 3 jobs if they have to. You know, they do a lot. And then they are what it is, you're very active. You're always on the go. You love to do things. You're always on the go. And I can understand the universe kind of slowing you down to put you in a state of focus here. Okay? In a state of focus here, where you can just do your work. See what I'm saying? And enjoy your life. The balance. This is Libra energy here, although it's in Earth energy, which is you and your sister sign Taurus and Capricorn. Okay? So, doing you. That's going to be supportive, blessed energy for you this month. And hopefully you'll take your advice and shut up too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's in your house. It's coming out of Virgo. Everything I read is in your house. It's you. So we're going to sum it up. And while I do that, please remember to support this channel if you haven't already. You have the dress. Okay? You have the dress. That's cute, isn't it? And the dress to me deals with addressing matters. Getting ready to address a situation. Maybe you're going to be getting ready to go somewhere. Maybe to go shop, to check out the competition here. Getting information on schools, you know. Whatever it is, this is work related. Even though it's something about transportation in your ruin, okay? So maybe there's something you're thinking about that you want to try to acquire, and you just have to put in the extra hours. Some of you, maybe you need that card for your child, for the student. I'm also hearing Mike. Now this could be Mike, the name, or a microphone. Maybe that's what you're shopping for. I don't know. But your underlining reference words is question, quiet, quilt, and quiz. Oh, this is so perfect. Question. Questions in the 4, quiet here in your 8 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords again, quilt. You know, I tell you, if this doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. If it doesn't fit, quit. But if it fits, knit your quilt. And then quiz. So some of you may be having a lot of tests or being tested. They told me to give you a charm for this month. I don't know why. I don't know why she said do that, but we can need to find out this thing. There it is. Ooh. Fell out. You got the golden dog, okay? You got the dog, the golden dog. So, that's your charm. Maybe a dog is going to help you, or maybe a dog going to come in your life. Maybe somebody going to buy you a dog. Maybe you're going to be training dogs. A dog is a friend. It's symbolic for a friend. So maybe a friend is about to come in your life. A dog is a protector. So it lets me know that you have protection around you. Because this is a charm. The charm in your situation is a dog. Okay? Let's get you a crystal gemstone card for this month. Something you can use on those times when, you know, you're in your head, you know, or maybe when you're not feeling so well. Because we do have the 4 of Swords here with the 9 of Pentacles. Again, we're dealing with health issues, you know, mental issues, you know, and focusing on your goals and dreams here, but not necessarily taking action yet. Just gathering information, okay? Gathering information, but you're going to school. Somebody's going to school. But it's going to come after some thought. Maybe you have some choices that, you know, you saw on TV and you're going to go check them out. I don't know. You have the Herkimer Diamond, the magician for this month. Herkimer Diamond. Okay. It's already feeling good. With the diamonds. The girl's best friend. Okay. A girl's best friend. Play with it. The Magician. Hold on. Let's get to that. And it says the Herkimer Diamond or quartz is a. Can you see that? I'm not trying to be able to see that. The Herkimer Diamond or quartz is a double-ended quartz crystal, which is particularly striking because of its luster, its radiance, and its energy. It imparts clarity and strengthens the feeling of self-esteem. It supports courage, energy, and the trust required to start something new. So also the dog deals with trust and courage. Interpretation, energy, control, cleverness, equilibrium, self-knowledge. It's in that Four of Swords and the Nine. Trust, ideas, power, desire for action, mastery. It contains all possibilities, realization of ideas. Okay, so we are dealing with the Star card again, the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. Shadow aspect deals with indecision, hesitation, manipulation of others, misuse of power, and a weak will. Interesting. Really good. Herkimer Diamond. You may want to go get you one. Put it around your neck. Put it under your pillow. Put it in your pocket. So we reaching for this. Okay, she said the word. All right, so we'll just go ahead and do the word. Your underlining energies for this month is the moonstone, okay? The moonstone. So we have, would y'all like me to read? I heard somebody say, can you read that? The moonstone. Let's go to the moonstone. Listen, Lisa. It's number 18. Yeah. The moonstone has very calming and balancing effects, making us more conscious of our feelings. It shows our feminine, passive, dreaming side, which is often neglected. Our intuition benefits from this stone. Your intuition is very powerful this month. Dreams, change, feeling, passion, night, sleep, calming, fantasy, hidden problems, dreams, feelings of information rising up from the unconscious mind into the conscious mind. Exploring hidden fears is what it deals with. The shadow aspect deals with weak will, chaos, fear, disappointment, and betrayal, falling for deceptions, susceptibility to addiction. All right, so your spiritual vibe written word for this month is when you show yourself to the world and display your talents, you naturally stir all kinds of resentment, envy, and other manifestations. I think I'm going to put this up. Look at all this. I just need you to just take a moment as I read this. Okay? Let's just say this is the same person, which is you. Can y'all see that? Y'all see what I'm trying to do, right? That's you busy. Right? When you show yourself to the world and display your talents, you naturally stir all kinds of resentment, envy, and other manifestations of insecurity. You cannot spend your life worrying about the petty feelings of others. And this is from Robert Greene, his interpretation of the 48 laws of power. And I am going to leave it here, overseers. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Soul Station with the spiritual being. Spirit vibe. It's still spirit vibes, y'all. For your monthly, I can't wait to bring you another one. But until then, remember to walk by faith and by sight. Until the next one.